right, haves and have not fans, I'm doing this video in case you haven't heard yet. This video is a bit late, but I did post online to explain my microphone broke. I had to wait a few days to get a new one in the mail, and I'm catching up on old topics. But Renee Lawless actually did a video she posted to social media about 5 or 6 days ago explaining that she's actually been battling breast cancer for a majority of 2021. So really, I just wanted to give some thoughts on it, but I feel like it's best if she explains it herself. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play the video. It's about 5 or so minutes long, but you cannot deny this woman's spirit. So let me go ahead and have the video inserted here, unless you're watching this video and then the video is not here, and if that's the case, it's probably copyright. But in any case, I'll leave a link to her Facebook post in the comment section below. So in the future, when I post a video and if it's taken out, then you know why. But in any case, I want to make sure you see it. So let me be quiet, let you watch the video, then I'll come back.
Hello friends, how are you doing? I'm going to give you a heads up. My cat's doing the walk around, so if you see a stray tail going by here, you're going to know what's going on. But I have been harboring a secret, and today I finally decided to let the cat out of the bag. I've waited a while because I wanted to control the narrative and to potentially slow down or stop any type of rumor mill that would be going around. But in March of this year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And while I was caught early enough that it was 0 stage, I did test positive in all 3 receptors, and it was invasive. So consequently, I have been under a very intense chemo since April. And while it hasn't been fun, it's been actually quite horrific. Last week, I completed my 6th and final round of chemo. Woohoo! I'm sorry I had to say that. I'm so thankful that that is over. And also, an MRI that I had midway through showed that the cancer was almost gone. So I expect the next MRI to show me to be cancer-free. And that is even better news. I have 1 more procedure, and then I should be as good as new. Now, I know what you're thinking, but you still have your hair. Well, of course I have my hair, darling, because I love my hair. Actually, that was the only tear that I have shed. I never cried over the cancer in the beginning, but I did cry over the potential possibility of losing my hair. So I have taken very aggressive steps to prevent hair loss. I wear ice caps. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I will be posting some pictures and explanations about what that is in the next coming week. Oh, my coat's untied. Oh, well, y'all don't care. In the next coming weeks about ice caps. But let's just say I wear these caps on my head for 8 hours during chemo, and they're negative 37 degrees centigrade. And when I tell you it's cold, it's cold. I have to wear a heating blanket and the whole shamil. And they get changed every 25 minutes for 8 hours. It's not fun. It's not horrible, but it's not fun, but it has done its job. I really only lost about 20% of my hair, and you probably won't even notice it. God blessed me with very thick hair, so even though I might notice it, the average person wouldn't. Now, I can say the rest of my body has not been that fortunate. The chin hairs are gone. I haven't had to shave my legs. Thank goodness. There is one good news about all that, not having to shave my legs for a while. But yeah, I've been able to keep my hair, and that made me very, very happy. Like I said earlier, I've been totally at peace with this. The Lord just blessed me with a calm and a peace that passes all understanding. Well, I don't know what my future holds or what's going to happen down the road. I know who holds my future because my faith is in the great physician. And I can thank you and my friends out there that I know are going to continue to pray for me and have been praying for me, and the prayer chains that I've been on all over the world, and the friends that have surrounded me and carried me and lifted me up even during the bad times. I want to say to you that this was caught on a routine mammogram. Ladies, get a routine mammogram. This was not in my family at all. I did not see this coming. We have been led to believe, ladies, that 80% of breast cancer patients have a family history of breast cancer or a female cancer. That is not true. It's only 14%. No one is immune to this. I never would have found it. It was that small. I never would have found it on a self-check. So if I hadn't been active and proactive in this, who's to say how much serious this diagnosis could have been? So please, get the girls squished. I know it hurts, but drag your husband with you or your boyfriend. Let them see what's going on. You got to get checked. Please get checked. I'm going to be okay. My work, I've been able to continue to work. I'm taking a brief break and then I'll be right back in it again. But this is not a death sentence. And if Chadwick Boseman taught us anything, he taught us that the show must go on. And I'm a fighter. This is not going to best me. And I already feel the healing power coming over me now. Thank you. Thank you for listening. But I also want to say that today, I think, what is today, August 9th? On stands today, if the trucks made it on time, Soap Opera Digest is doing a spread about my cancer journey and my story. So please go to your grocery store, drugstore, or wherever and pick up this week's or month's issue of Soap Opera Digest, okay? I greatly appreciate it, and I know they would too. And I'll be in touch.
All right. Well, that was some very heartwarming details implemented into the story, from the cold cap to keep her hair and just the fact that, get your MRIs. It really reminded me of that episode of House of Pain we had this season where Ella went to get a mammogram, and some people were saying, well, that was a recycled storyline from the original series. But in any case, I think this adds a whole nother level of weight to the Catherine Cryer storyline where she has breast cancer, because I've actually been rewatching the Haves and Have-Nots. I'm only about to episode 12 or 13. I'm not rushing to watch through it. I'm pretty much just watching for fun. But at the same time, when the news dropped on her social media about this was the same day a day after I had finished the episode where she and Hannah pretty much have a heart-to-heart, because she reveals the breast cancer, and then Hannah of course saw the signs because she herself had breast cancer. But in any case, Renee Lawless, watching her in the reunion and her spirit and whatnot and energy, just knowing that she was sitting on stage and going through breast cancer is just a new level of dang respect for the craft. And then when she mentioned Chadwick Boseman towards the end, the show must go on. Regardless of the battles we're facing, especially if you're doing something you're passionate about. So, not being a woman myself, I've never really made a point to mention mammograms, since why I let the actress, the amazing Renee Lawless herself, do it. But I just say, if you can find, a cancer association that you trust to make a donation to, or, if you're a woman, as she mentioned, get the mammograms. I mean, I think the scariest part was the fact that she said this was just a routine mammogram of the cancer being so small. And if she did her self-test and whatnot, she wouldn't have been able to find it. So the fact that she just went to a routine mammogram, I mean, for a lesser comparison, it's like if you just go to the dentist for, a little checkup, but then find you got 5 cavities, or if you could take your car to the shop to get an oil change and then they say you need a new engine. It's like you just never know what's going on underneath the hood, so to speak, until you go in for that checkup. Also, I do plan to buy a copy of the Soap Digest magazine. I just haven't found one. I've been to Dollar General and a few other stores, but I guess I got to go to Food Line or something, because we don't have Kroger down here. Because I remember back in my apartment, whenever there was a big story about one of the Tyler Perry shows and Soap Opera Digest, I could just go less than 2 minutes up the street to Kroger, especially when it was open 24/7, grab me a copy and be on my way. So I had to be a little more, I guess you could say, I need to put more effort in my search to see if I can get it, here in my hometown. But in any case, the fact that she's been at peace, you know, she's had some struggles, and just listening to her story in this video, this is literally Catherine Cryer in real life. You know, the things from, like, in the show, she talked about buying wigs so people wouldn't know about her hair falling out, and just the fact that it isn't all family history. Like, not everything or not every disease can be tracked within your family tree, because for all you know, you might be the first one in your family to contract some sort of virus or disease because it just happened. So I have to say, you know, prayers up to Miss Renee Lawless. Just thank you so much for portraying Catherine Cryer the way you did in the series, but even more importantly, thank you for being an advocate for the importance of getting mammograms to help the you know, decrease within breast cancer within the community, and just keep on keeping on. I just love how she said, yeah, I'm taking a rest, you know, make sure I got myself together, and then as soon as I'm done, boom, I'm going right back to the acting game. So I just cannot wait to see what other projects you're in next. And kind of like I said in another video, you know, I'd love to see the haves and have not cast in other Tyler Perry projects, because if nothing else, you know, her enthusiasm throughout this journey just, I guess you could say, illuminates the room. And I can just tell that the passion and energy she's using to get through this time now is going to be reflected in whatever role she portrays next. So with that being said, I hope that, as she said, the next time she goes in for like a MRI, she expects to be totally free. So like I said, please pray, send all the good vibes and energy you can to Miss Renee Lawless so she can be 100% cancer free and move on with the next stage of her life post have and have not. So again, I will leave a link to the Facebook post and video so you can rewatch it if you would like. I know some people have been hitting me up and still surprised because they haven't heard the news. So I just hope that you know, things go well during the next MRI. And like I said, I apologize. I wish I could have got this video out sooner, but like I said, technical issues, I couldn't do it. But thanks so much for tuning in, and don't worry, I do have about half a dozen or more have and have not videos to get done, but those will be done either tomorrow or Monday. I gotta save some stuff for next week because the Sisters mid-season finale is coming up, so then the Oval's the only show to review. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you can find a copy of Soap Digest with Catherine Cryer, Renee's story in it, feel free to pick it up. I think the last time I recall getting one, they're only a few bucks. They're not like maybe $5.99 or something. Usually you can find them near the checkout at like Food Lion or Kroger. I don't know. I think they're in the same area in Walmart as well. I just know that in Lynchburg, I would always find them at either Food Lion or Kroger. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And with that being said, I'll talk to you all in the next video.